Okay, cool. This is how it'll look when it's working right. It'll say off, press power key to start. Simple as that. Press that, lights will come on, it'll say preheat. It'll tell you it's in manual mode and it's hot air right now. The set temp right now is 350. Normally we'd hear the electronic ignition kick in, click, and then you'd hear and the burners come on. I'm doubting that that's going to happen. Hold up. Okay, well, got it. So I'm not sure what's wrong with it.
He's missing a bracket on the water sensor. That's what he's
that's
missing.
all
So
just a
he may
bracket.
have the water sensor hooked up and just not
Okay.
the proper line.
We may be okay in hot air.
How long does it take to do that?
Well, you'll heat it up a lot quicker than what it ought to be preheated to. You ought to preheat it about 40 degrees higher than you're going to cook. Do that for at least 20 minutes after it gets temp. Even with this oven, as I don't want to say, forgiving as the bake pattern is, you still want to have it preheated. With any of the convection ovens, if you don't have it preheated, when you open the door, you're going to lose a lot of heat. Then it's trying to put as many BTUs of heat back into that cavity as it can to bring it back up to temp. So that burner's on full bore as hot as it can get. And you'll wind up browning out corners before you wind up browning out the centers. Okay, so you need to watch that. Fan will go off in all modes except my.
Just do it again. Just tripped again.
Sure did.
Like the combi oven did?
Yeah.
Somebody go flip it. Somebody go flip it.
So the problem is it's on a GFI breaker. And
Oh yeah, they didn't change that?
no, they haven't changed either one of them, the convection oven or the.
Yeah, just tell me about that. Oh, okay.
So it needs to be on a regular standard breaker.
That's not in an area where there's water on it. It's going to kill itself.
Right.
Okay, meanwhile, back to the ranch. Power. Preheat, hot air. If we were going into cool down, you press cool down. And it'll go into auto cool down. It says it's only 117. But the fan will stay on. If it stays on in any other mode, the door switch isn't working right. So, again, combi steam hot air, I can go and get it up. Out of cool down. I can go, let's go combi. It's in manual setting, combi settings at 33, really don't want to mess with that. You go temp, turn your dial, enter, time, turn your dial, it's minutes, enter, and normally it'd be a temp, you'd press start. It'll start to count down. Now it's stupid, it'll go ahead and start counting down no matter where the temp's at. So I'll let you hear how that works. But really, as long as you can hit those buttons, and every time you do a button turn it, you hit enter here, then the next step is up here. It'll count down and cook. Okay? The same is true if you want. Right now I've got a manual combi mode. Unless I have something programmed, we won't even get close to that. But it tells you, set at 375, we're getting some water in for the combi. So you can see that. It's still cool, so it's condensing right now. And we're timing down. Now when it times down, I'm going to go ahead and show you that bake more so that you can see how that works before I actually turn it off. At this point, okay, it's going to tell you it's done. It's going to be, no, it's not. Press bake more, it'll give you another minute. Okay. You won't do that as much in combi as you will in may do some in combi where you've got some sort of dough or crust or whatever, but you want maybe the meat to stay a little moister. I've got people who use combi for pizzas. I've got them that use combi for cookies. Depends on how they want their cookies. They want the cookies a lot moister, but brown. You can leave it on combi at that 33%. We can crank that humidity way. But at 33%, you're not getting a lot of humidity in the cavity. And off you go. You like soft? Yeah, you can.
Makes me want to make it.
Now at the end, you'll time out. And in order to stop the cycle, just press the start stop. Okay? Now it's going back to combi. If I want to change it back to hot air, press the button. It's going to tell me it's going to hot air. Yep, now it's ready. Same with steam. You may have something wrong in there more than just a drag.
That's so good for me.
What is it?
I've got a lot of water in there. That water should be going in the boiler.
He may have not been able to do a complete startup on it,
It may not have. It could be. But it's going to preheat now until it gets up to 375. If I,
Will it say preheated or ready or something when it gets there?
yeah, it'll say preheated. It'll say ready.
Ready.
That's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to go temp. Tells me the actual temp is 216 right there when I press temp, and it's set to 375. So I'm going to come down to 210. Load.
Yes.
Okay. It's ready to load. It'll tell you that. Load will stay on there as long as it's that temp. So if I press temp again and go up, do it again. Now it's at north.
Now, once the timer beeps and says it's done,
You got to come
you
over
just
and push
flip
this
the
off.
power. Oh, you just push it.
It'll keep beeping unless you push stop.
But
Okay.
it'll keep cooking also, right? Or is it
Yes.
just the heat?
That's only the timer. The
Okay,
timer
just turn
does
the
not
timer
control the
off.
heat.
Okay, great.
Okay. So yes, it will continue to cook.
The breaker again.
Why the electric code put these on GFIs is beyond.
More importantly, we'll explain
But well, that's a bigger problem. Fixing that. At the end of the day, you're done. All you have to do is hit the power button, hold it, and it comes to me.
We may not.
Yeah, you may not. Right. Triple GFI, that'll do it.
All right.
So that's the gist of it. Let's see if this is on now.
Flip again.
It just flipped it back.
Nope, that went down. That was fast.
Those
That's
It
all
might be because it's getting too hot, you know.
well, they just popped the oven too.
Did it?
Yeah. There's nothing. The fan comes on and that's supposed to pull.
No, it's not on the it's not tripping on the overcurrent. It's tripping on that
No,
GFI.
But yeah, it's one of the worst things ever happened to convection ovens. It's an electronic convection.
Try putting on the
So when we put this on just hot air, that's just big.
Yeah,
And then the water will
both of
run
them,
through.
the blue
No, you shouldn't have any water in
scrunchie
there.
and the set of keys.
Now,
that day I came in,
much
that
like
you
the
went to
fryers.
read, she took both from me.
Both of these should be turned on at about 425 and let bake for a while.
Oh, yeah, to burn off.
To burn off machine oils and that sort of stuff. And have the hood on the news. Have the hood on that up there too. You won't find as much out there, but keys will tend to smoke.
Yeah. I've
So
never
really?
I've never used one.
We
But
just
they
get on
have
a
one.
cleaning schedule, kind of.
Yeah.
It's blowing
Keep doing
the
it.
lights come on.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you said this, we don't. Yes.
No, don't mess with those. Leave those on. You don't have to worry about them. But if you come in and it doesn't go on, now we have three possibilities. We've got that, or we've got one of them turns the gas valve on, one of them turns the power on. So the service guy comes out, he can turn that off and open this up without going to find the breaker.
And you said you spray this one out. That sprayer, does that have?
Spray the bottom of the tube. Yeah, it's got a drain tube. Same cleaning. You just won't see a line build up in this. You start to see a white buildup. Make sure you're getting that with some sort of line.
And all that.
Yep.
And it's okay to use that?
Diluted. Should. Nothing with hydrochloric acid in it. So if you're using something other than, and it says in the book, there's a couple that we're fine with. If it's anything that's got hydrochloric acid in it, keep it all the way. Cool. You've got my card. If you need anything, give me a call. When I get home, I will